Hello students, in last few videos we are studying the different types of the pest. In that we include the stored grain pest, structural pest, household pest, agricultural pest, and now here we starts the new type of the pest and the last type of the pest, that is the forestry and the nursery pest. So here the forestry and nursery pest, the pests which entered into the plant body and cause the deformation in the structure and function of different organ of the plants, and these plants they may be from forest or they may be nursery plant. For example, see, there are different types of the pests. We call them according to their nature of damage. For example, the stem borer, okay, then leaf roller, leaf cutter, and the sapsucker. So here these are the four different types of the examples which causes damage to the plants which are present either in the forestry or in the nursery. See, the stem borer, okay, the first one, that is the stem borer, so which directly enter into the stem and they form a tunnel, since we call them as the stem borer. The next one, leaf roller, they itself indicate that they are able to roll the leaf. By the leaf cutter, they are going to eat or cut actually the leaf, and since we call them as the leaf cutter, so leaf roller and the leaf cutter they causes the defoliation. Then there are many different types of the insects. For example, they are the sap suckers, they directly feed on the sap or cell sap of the insect. For example, the plant bug or feeds thrips. Okay, so all these sap suckers they are the, okay, so these are the examples like stem borers, leaf roller, leaf cutter, sapsuckers. Okay, so they are actually act as the pests of forestry and nursery. Now we starts with the next, that is the role of agricultural pest. So here in the role of agricultural pest, actually we know that we already discussed the different types of the pests. In that we discuss about the agricultural pest. So the agricultural pest specifically, they damage the crops or they damage the crop plants, and there are many insects and non-insect pests which cause the damage to the crop plants. But when they damage the agricultural plants or crops, the two effects are there, direct effect and the indirect effect. So in case of direct effect, the pest mainly feeds on the crop plant either by biting, by piercing, by making a tunnel, or sucking the cell sap. So the mouth parts which are present in the insects, they are responsible for all the processes like cutting, piercing, sucking. Okay, and it is depend totally on the mouth parts which are present in the insects. But when these insects they attacked on the crop plants, they destroy the crop plants directly, since we call it as a direct effect. For example, see the leaf eater. There are some adult insect or some of the nymphs. In some cases, the larva, or we also call them as a caterpillar, they feed on the leaf area and they adversely affect on the growth of the plant. There are stem borers, which stem borers shoot flies which make a tunnel in the stem, and when they are preparing the tunnel they are going to disturb the actual structure of the plant. For example, the mango stem borer. Okay, the name itself indicates that the insect which bores or which form a tunnel in the mango plant. And as it destroys the structure, original structure, and since the xylem phloem of the plant get disturbed, and automatically the directly that plant is suffer from malnutrition. Now, some of the pests which attacks directly on the buds at the growing point, and they prevent the process of formation of the branches, as well as they also effect affect the growth of the stem. In other cases, the pest which cause the immature fruit fall, for example, the mango fruit fly, when they attacked on the mango plant, the immature fruit they get fall. Then some of the pests that directly attacked on the inflorescence, or they attacks on the flowers, and they cause damage to the crop. Some of the insects like the black maize beetle, which destroy by absorbing the tissue of the root, and when the root get affected, it directly affect on the growth of the plant. Some insects they consume the stored food material, actually stored grain. Okay, while the some insects they also attack directly on the underground tubers, and they affect the growth. For example, potato beetle. Many other examples are also there which are related with the sap sucking insect. Then there are examples for example, the cotton, then the in case of cotton, the white fly, then aphids, variety of aphids are present, and these aphids they feeds on many vegetable plants, and they suck the cell sap. The another example is also there, coffee, lygus bugs. So these also just feeds on the sap from the flower, and they reduces the seed setting, because after the flower will develop into the seed. So directly the seed setting is get disturbed due to the attack of this coffee bug. Okay, so all this is about the direct effect. Now we discuss about the indirect effect. So the agricultural pests which actually indirectly also they affect on the crop plant. For example, they delay the crop maturity, then the harvesting process also get delayed due to the attack of the different pests. See, these pests they not only cause the loss of the production, but it also decline the quality of the um crop, nutritional value, then discoloration, as well as indirectly it affects on the market value. So the insects which causing the damage also act as the transmitting agent, because these insects they may transmit the pathogens like fungus, bacteria, viruses, which secondarily affects on the other crop plants. Okay, means what? When the pest feed on a plant, if that plant A, we call the first plant as a plant A, if that plant A is affected, already affected by any type of bacteria or any type of fungus, when they feed on that plant, the insects they carry those fungus and bacteria. The same insect when attacked on the second plant, plant B, these pathogen like fungus and bacteria they transfer from plant A to plant B with the help of the insect pest. And since we are saying that indirectly these insect pests they affect on the crops. Okay, so these are the two different effects, direct as well as indirect effect. And since the agricultural pest play important role, so this is about the direct and indirect role of agricultural pests. Thank you.